You think Africa was better before Europeans showed up? Laughing emoji. Yes. Yes, I do. Let me show you some history on why I believe that.
Feminism did not exist in Africa because patriarchy was a Western import that was brought into Africa by white people during slavery and colonization. And here is how. While Europeans were busy arresting, murdering witches and treating their women like trash in Europe, our male African ancestors, on the other hand, never had an issue with giving women power. African women were equally yoked with men, and community roles in ancient Africa were divided according to age group, not gender. Elderly women in Africa were considered the goddesses of the universe. Pregnant African women were highly protected and regarded as portals of life. Female African leaders and warriors were highly prominent. They held critical roles both politically, socially, and economically. Some, like Princess Yenenga, were great warriors who led their troops to war. But the minute the white man set foot in Africa, he brought with him gender discourses and male chauvinism, which was well promoted by their religion. Therefore, African men started treating African women the way white men treated theirs.
Now that was about male chauvinism, gender discourses, and everything else that's associated to the patriarchy, and how it never existed in the land of Africa until Europeans brought the idea over. So if it wasn't for Europeans coming over to Africa, we wouldn't have the ideals that we have today, in which we see black men treating black women with such disgusting behavior. I'm getting this. Now let me show you some more on how my African cousins were actually better off before Europeans happened to trot their stupid asses over.
We were voyagers, explorers, educators, architects. I could see it happening. Maybe the Europeans taught Africans. Whoa. Africans taught Europeans. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The Moors? Who? The Moors? Shakespeare's Othello? The Moor Venice? The Moors were the Muslims of Northwest Africa, and they taught Europeans new techniques in science, mathematics, chemistry, physics, philosophy. The Moors ruled Spain for 800 years. You expect me to believe Africans ruled Spain and brought all that to Europe before slavery? Yes. There were well-lit paved roads in Spain, hundreds of years before a paved street in Paris, or a street lamp in London. Africans were advanced. You make the Moors sound like the Jetsons, and the Europeans like the Flintstones. It's not my intention, but the Moors designed modern cities and lived in palaces, while Europeans slept in barns alongside their animals. That's disgusting. The Moors taught Europeans hygiene, music, fashion, chess, three-course meals, tablecloths. Many of the things you attribute to Europe being advanced and civilized were taught to them by Africans.
Now again, you were saying what? Oh, we're going for one more, a bonus round. You ever heard of Mansa Musa? Yeah, Mansa Musa was a ruler of the kingdom of Mali in 1312 CE to 1337 CE. During his reign, Mali was one of the richest kingdoms of Africa. And even to this day, in his deathbed, Mansa Musa is still the richest man in the world.